Now listen, we've got another individual here, and we got a packed afternoon, right? The next three speakers, more than just speakers, are information, motivation, education, all packed in this short period of time. All right, so how many want to know how to go Crown Diamond? Anyone want to know how to go Crown Diamond? Yeah. How many about the fastest Crown Diamond in SBC history? Anybody want to learn from somebody like that? How's 47 days? Is that a little exciting for you? 47 days. But how about in 12 months? Well, let's see, he'll map some things out and give us 12 months. Is that a good goal, 12 months? Amen. If I go out and do 10,000 a month and I jump it up to 20 and I help 4 more platinums, and that's 40, right? That's the multiplication. That's how you got to start writing that down. It's how you got to start looking at your business. If I have 3 legs, 4 legs, 6 legs, grow your business. Don't shoot for the minimums. Minimums become maximums. Remember that. If you shoot for 3, you'll get 1. You shoot for 5, you'll get 3. Make sense? Fake the mind out. You'll get that from Todd Falcone this afternoon. I'm guaranteeing on Mindset, he's going to share a lot with you on that. But this gentleman, I'll tell you, not only my sponsor, but also some pretty exciting things that he's doing. Hopefully he's all set, ready to go, because I know he's wandering around and getting things geared up, ready to go, helping everybody get into place. But guys, seriously, how to go Crown Diamond. You guys ready? You guys all set? Ready to give it up for Mr. Aron Parker? Let's bring it up. Come on, guys, bring it up for Aron Parker. Here he is. He's high energy, way more than me, man. He makes it look like I'm standing still. Come on, give it up for him. Here he comes. He's rolling up. All right. All right, my brother.
Thank you, sir. We don't have video.
Let's start a riot tonight, a pack of lions tonight in this world. He who stops us call the cops. We are the champions.
You guys are the champions. All right, let's go. You guys ready? Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Hit those slides. All right, keep the energy up even though you're sitting down. Can you guys do that? Okay. So just a couple quick things on the top of my head before I get into these slides. Deanna, was she amazing or what? I mean, she has, 4 kids, and she went platinum in a couple months. Talk about no excuses. She talked about what she did. Can you apply what she just shared and go get more results than you've had prior to today? Yes or yes? So realize that, and these are these aha moments I want all of you to get, is that if she can do it, you can do it. Do you guys believe that? There's no reason why all of you can't go platinum. And there's one thing that she does, and it's really the only thing that will separate her from you. And it's she puts in the work. And she puts in a lot of work every single day. She didn't just put in work for a few days or for a few weeks or for a month. She's doing it every day. She did the 90-day blitz, which we're going to talk about today. And so if she can do it, you can do it. She talks to, on Facebook, 100 people a day. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, there's no way. I don't have time. Guys, she's got 4 kids. And I also can relate. When I was working 2 jobs, this was 4 or 5 years ago, I have a wife. I have 2 kids. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm struggling to get my home business going. And I would be on Facebook as my go-to platform, and I would be messaging people all day long. I didn't even keep track. It was just nonstop. On my way to work, on lunch breaks, every chance I had, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, I would be prospecting, following up, reaching out to people every single day. So you have to find within you that drive. You have to be able to make that decision that you want to be next. So how excited would you be to make $100,000 with Skinny Body Care? Would that change your life? Okay, so we're going to talk about going Crown Diamond, and in the next 12 months, if you apply this information, apply it, and you do what you've learned yesterday, today, you could be the next 6-figure earner ring on stage next year. Who's ready for that? All right, so let's dive into some information. By the way, I'm going to get all these slides, and all the slides from the weekend will be on the website, so you don't have to write stuff down. Just soak it all up, okay? So just super quick, I was in the Marines right out of high school, no education, not anyone special. I just want to share that. Like, anybody can do this, okay? Marines are like, we're rocks. You don't have to be that smart. You just follow directions, do what you're told, and that's about it. So, I had different tech jobs and was doing my business. You can see my girls there. They're on the computer with me and stuff. And so, just sharing a little bit of background, right? I'm a normal person. I struggled for 12 years in network marketing. People don't believe that, but it's true. 12 years in company after company after company. And then finally had a breakthrough because, as Deanna said, Eric Warre and Todd Falcone were individuals that I learned from, that I decided I'm going to actually do what they're teaching me. Shocker, right? And I did Eric Warre's 90-day blitz. And I went from struggling, working 2 jobs, to making a 6-figure income. This was in 2012. And I've been full-time in the industry ever since. Is that pretty cool? Guys, you can do that. And this company is a vehicle that can change your life. So you have to find what's going to drive you. For me, it was a breakdown. Maybe you don't have to go through a breakdown, but I did. I'm coming home. I'm getting up at 5 in the morning. I'm going to a job I hate. I'm coming home covered in fiberglass. Was working manual labor building RVs in Indiana where my wife is from. And my kids, I couldn't hug them. Imagine that. Come home from work all day, can't hug your little beautiful girls because got fiberglass. So I had to go take a shower, spend a couple hours with the family, then I go to another job. After over a year of that, it started it was like a wake-up call, like, Aaron, what are you doing? This can't be your life. I'm still working on my businesses in the middle of the night, trying to figure it out. And so for me, it was a breakdown of realizing I had to do something different. I had to start doing what I was afraid to do. I had to stop caring what people thought. What I'm sharing with you guys is just what I did. It worked for me. And I think if you would just take some of what I'm going to share with you, that you can have a breakthrough today, and you can run with some of this information. So my breakdown was realizing I can't keep living like this. And so for my girls and my family, I stepped up. Who is ready to step up? Who? How many of you? And I think it was Todd, maybe not, but most of you raised your hand when this question was asked. Is that who has money coming in, income from a job and other sources? Almost everyone raised their hand. Imagine if that money was gone. It was Todd. If that money was gone, and the only way you could make money leaving here today was SBC, what would change? How much harder would you work? How much more serious would you take this business? Todd Falcone said this, and I'll never forget it. As soon as you treat this business like your life depends on it, your life can depend on it. But that won't happen until you treat it like your life depends on it. Make that shift here, right now, today, this weekend. What is your why? What is going to drive you? Because this business does get hard, okay? So let's talk about going Crown Diamond. Who's ready? For real, who's ready? All right, because you have to decide. If you don't decide, you're going to get home and keep doing the same thing. And you're going to wonder, I have people ask me, I'm stuck, Aaron. Well, what do I do? Don't go home and keep doing what you've been doing. Apply this information. Take more action. Put in more work. Go after it. All right? So here's how you go Crown Diamond. Ready? Go bronze. I'm serious. When I got started in April, I didn't say, I'm going to go Crown Diamond in less than 2 months. I said, I got to go bronze as fast as possible. And here's something everyone wants to write down. 3 words that will change your business. Success loves speed. If you go slow, it's painful. It sucks. Building this business slowly is the painful way to build your business. And there's something magical about network marketing, that when you go fast, it's easier. I don't know how to explain it. It just is. When you go fast and you create momentum, it's like a snowball. It really is. And people just start signing up, like out of nowhere, because you're going fast, because you're building momentum, because you're creating success, because you're helping others. But the first thing you have to do is go bronze. How many of you are at least bronze? Raise your hand. Most of you. Awesome. If you're not bronze, you better write down right now that you are going to sprint to bronze. It's just 3 people. 3. Get 3 customers and or distributors, and you just got your first promotion. That's where it starts. As soon as you go bronze, you sprint to what? Silver. Who's silver in the room or above? Awesome. Silver is like this much more. It's not much more. You get a few more people, boom, you have the volume for silver, and you can go on the rank advancement chart and see what you have to do to hit ranks. But here's the thing. Success loves speed. Go fast. What happens in this industry is a lot of people, when they get to a rank, they're like, woo, I hit silver. Yeah, 2 promotions. And then they're like, I have my team of 3 people. I'm just going to work with these 3. And then they wonder why they're not getting to gold. How did Deanna and the other leaders who you see on stage get to gold and platinum and diamond so fast? Because they don't stop. Tracy, Paula, they are sponsoring people like crazy. They don't stop. So as soon as you get to silver, you sprint to what? Gold. And for some of you, that might be a big jump, but you keep your momentum and you go as fast as you can. And the faster you go, the easier it becomes, I promise. All right, let's get into some nitty-gritty stuff. One thing that a lot of people do is they join. How many of you joined SBC? How many of you joined SBC? All of you, right? I didn't join SBC. I didn't join. Some of you are like, what? You're like, I'll sign him up. I didn't join. You know what I did? I launched. Big difference, okay? When I got started with Skinny Body Care, I didn't just sign up. I didn't just join a business. Like if you start a restaurant, you're not just going to open the doors and sit back and be like, come on, customers, and just like wait for everyone to come in. You've got to put out like advertisements, and you've got to spread the word and hit the streets and get out there. When I launched with SBC, it was a launch. It was, I'm going to go reach out to 300 people as fast as I can. Not in a year, not in 6 months, in like 2 weeks, in like a week. How fast can I go reach out to 100 people, 200 people, 300 people? Launch your business. Now, for some of you, you've been with the company for months or years. This weekend is your opportunity to launch your business. And with what Ben, from what I've heard, is going to be announcing tonight, holy crap, it's going to be like fireworks going off in this room, okay? So you have an opportunity right now. Listen, you're here. You know that there are thousands of distributors in this company who are not here. You're here. You are special, okay? You have a chance to show the world that you were part of the foundation at this 6-year anniversary. And with what's about to happen and the announcements, you're going to be able to launch and relaunch your business, okay? So, are you on a mission? Some of you are. And if you're not, this is your chance to go on a mission. Because you must. If you expect to make $100,000 and get to Crown Diamond, you got to be on a bloody mission. Like Tracy, like Paul, like Deanna, like Rodney, brand new diamond. You got to go on a mission. Deanna said, I love this word, obsessed. People are afraid of that word. It's like a bad word. Obsessed is like a cuss word because average people, everyone out there in the world, you see obsessed people. And you think negative things like, oh, they're obsessed. It's not a good word. But let me ask you a question. Think right now of who you look up to, who's an athlete, who's in the Olympics, who's a superstar, rock star, movie, actors, singers. You realize they're all obsessed with what they do? Like they're obsessed with their profession. Once you become obsessed with this profession of network marketing, you're going to have a breakthrough. And so you go on a mission and you do a 90-day blitz. Your 90-day blitz should start now. It starts today. It starts with this big announcement. If you will do this, your business will explode. It's that simple. It's so frustrating for me. Like people say, well, Aron, what do I do? And I'll be like, here you go. And then they don't do it. And they're like, well, how come I didn't have success? Because you didn't do this. Guys, if you really want it, you have to figure out why. Make a decision, as Todd said. Draw that line in the sand. By the way, I'm so glad that I don't have to go after Todd Falcone because he's like, woo, the man. And so you guys are going to get him after me, thank goodness. And what he's going to share is going to blow your mind, so be ready for that. Okay. Perfectionism is something that will create procrastination massively. Who knows what I'm talking about? All of you. Okay, how many times you wait to send the email, you wait to send the message, you don't do the video. There's so many things that you know you should be doing to build your business, but you don't do it because it's not perfect. That is the enemy of your business. It will never be perfect, okay? Never. So please get that. This one thing will help you tremendously. Will it ever be perfect? No. All right, so launching your business. I'm going to just kind of fly through some of this stuff. You have to decide how bad do you really want it. Are you going to be here a year from now and be the same person, the same rank, the same income level? Or are you going to be diamond? Are you going to be crown diamond? You got to want it bad. Decide that you're ready for success. Are you willing to do what it takes or just talk about it? Like Todd said, I'm with him on this one. I want to give it to you real. Like, I want to help. I want to help you have success. So I'm saying some things that maybe you won't like, but I do that because I want to help you. And so there's things every day in building your business that you know you should be doing, prospecting, following up, but you don't do it. Figure out why. And just say, screw it, like Richard Branson, screw it, just do it. Just make the decision. Just go after it. Why are you doing this? Write those things down. I mean, this is about your why, and some of you might think, oh, why? Whoa, microphone flying around. Why? I don't need to worry about this, but I believe that if you don't have a clear why or clear vision of your purpose, then you're going to struggle with getting to that next level. Somebody said just the other day, they said, Aron, there was this big bonus, and, Ben was giving out all this money. And how come people weren't going after it? And I learned this a long time ago. If money really motivated us, we'd all be millionaires. You get that? Think about that. If money really motivated us. Now, it does for maybe one or two people in this room. Nothing wrong with that. For the rest of us, money isn't really what motivates us. If it was, we'd already be rich. You wouldn't be here. Or you'd be, like Todd, or Ben. You'd be millionaires. What motivates you really is the feeling. It's what money will do. It's the changes that can happen in your life. It's the people you can help. So don't think about the money. Think about what it will do for you. Think about what it can do for your life. Think about what that would feel like being able to help other people. Okay? Does that help? Write it down. And this is a big thing. Here's a little secret of mine is write down some of this stuff and put it on your wall. I mean, like, when I was first launching my business with SBC, my goal was to go diamond in a month. And I was like, I don't know if that's possible, but I was literally obsessed 24/7 with talking to hundreds of people, working with my team like a madman to go diamond in under 30 days. And we did it. And it was because I had like my goals up on my wall and I was looking at it 24/7. 0 distractions. That's a big one. How many of you guys are building your business and you get distracted by Facebook? Come on, be honest. You get distracted by TV. You get distracted by politics, distracted by the news. You guys with me? Distractions will kill your business. Eliminate distractions. You have to be laser focused. So Deanna talked about this. Massive action. It's simple. If you want to know the formula, the secrets to success, I'm sharing them with you. One of them is taking massive action. I mean, these ladies and these gentlemen who are up here, who are platinum and diamond, they are taking massive action. They don't make excuses. They don't get caught up in politics. I don't even mean presidential stuff. I mean like politics of network marketing and, well, this person quit and this person said this. The people who get to the top, they don't waste their time with any of that. They're focused on one thing, results. It's Do you want to get results? Great, let's go to work. You want to complain and make excuses? Well, when you're done with that, let me know and I'll help you and we'll get to work. All right? So take massive action. Making more calls. 100 people a day. Now that's I'm going to be honest, that's kind of crazy. Like messaging 100 people a day, that's a lot. But can you do 10? Could all of you message 10 people a day on Facebook? You all could. And if you don't, how bad do you really want it? 10 messages takes 10 minutes. It's not a question of if you can do this. It's a question of will you. Make that decision, okay? Lead by example. The reality is you're going to have people in your team who aren't going to do this. They're going to sign up and do nothing. They're going to sign up and quit the next day. Like, it's crazy, but it happens. I think the biggest problem in network marketing, honestly, is it doesn't cost enough. Like, if Ben would charge $1,000 to join or $10,000 to join, some of you are like, please don't do that. But if it costs more, do you think people would take it more serious? They would. People wouldn't quit so fast. The cost of entry is so low, which means it's so easy for people to join. It's also easy for people to quit. So realize that you have to lead by example. You have to show your team, okay? Success loves. Don't forget that, okay, please, because that is like a little secret that will help you tremendously. I already talked about this, the things that you know you should be doing. Your story. This is a big one. When you go bronze, go tell people. Go do a video. Post it on Facebook. Celebrate your successes, even the little ones. If you get a customer, post it on Facebook. Talk about your success. The more success that you have, even little successes, that's going to attract people to want to know what you're doing. And if you help someone else get a result, if you help someone else create a success, talk about that. Because if you can have success, by the way, people are watching you on Facebook. They might not comment, they may not like, but they're watching you. So you keep consistently posting about little successes that you're having. Paula was just talking about how she's got people just signing up now. Just signing up, like just coming out of the woodworks. And it's because she's consistent, because she's still posting, because she's still not now talking about just her success, but now she's talking about her team's success. So your story is very important. Make sure you do that. Share the stories of other people, content daily, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Make sure you're putting out content. Show your success and the results of people that you're working with. So we don't have I said this last time, pixie dust, right? There's this magic pixie dust that everyone wishes we had, and that we could just come over to a prospect and sprinkle this pixie dust. And they would be like, Aaron, where's your link? I want to sign up. Wouldn't that be awesome? It doesn't exist, okay? There's not like mind control. We can't control how many people are going to join our business, but you can control the activity that leads to a sign up, right? So you kind of can control people joining based on your activity. This is not normal, but I just wanted you to see this. I sent 1,000 people to my SBC website, and 23% of those people pre-enrolled, took the tour. And about half of the people who took the tour joined the business. That's pretty crazy. Now, this is not cold market. This wasn't driving traffic. This was Facebook. This is connecting with real people, having real conversations. And this is how we went diamond in a month. So would you be willing to contact 1,000 people to go diamond? How many of you would be willing to do that? Some of you are and some of you aren't. Figure out why, right? How bad do you really want it? So this is a big one, tracking. I've been through Todd Falcone's A-Team a couple times, and a big thing he does is tracking your business. And this is where you every day, this is tedious. Most people won't do this. But again, how bad do you want it? Every day, track how many people did you talk to? Hold on a second. You guys really want to go Crown Diamond? Yeah. All right, we're still with you. If you really do, here we go. Nitty-gritty time. How many people did you contact? Was it 1? If it's 0, that's a problem. It should never be 0, right? Deanna's got 100 a day. Can you contact 5 or 10 a day? You all can, no matter what you have going on in your life. You can, all right? How many people did you have I have people say, well, Aaron, I messaged 20 people every day, and nobody's interested. Nobody's signing up. Like, well, how many did you actually have a conversation with? Well, none. Well, I don't know who you're messaging. Are they just like robots? Are none of them responding to you? Like, where are you finding these people? I get that. It can happen. But you're going to have to actually have conversations with people. So realize that. This is what you can control, these 2 things. And if you simply increase this on a daily basis and you track it, you're going to get results. It's that simple. So, also, how many leads did you get? This means how many people did you get who went to your website, for those of you using the Powerline system, who pre-enrolled. This should never be 0. It really shouldn't be. If you're really going after it, get leads on a daily basis. This is where it goes in, because again, I've had people, Aaron, I got 20 leads. Nobody's interested. I'm like, okay, well, how many of those 20 people watched the 5-minute video? Well, I'm not sure. There's your problem, right? There's always a reason why if it's not working. People say, well, why isn't it working for me, Aaron? Well, how many people have you had watch the 5-minute video today, yesterday, on a daily basis? Simple, right? Okay. So how many people did you follow up with after they watched the presentation? Are you doing 3-way calls with your sponsor, with your upline? They are powerful. They work. And ultimately, how many new people are you sponsoring per day? And you're like, per day? That's crazy. It can get to that point. It really can. Obsessed is a word the lazy will use to describe the dedicated. So are you willing to become obsessed with this business to go Crown Diamond? Are you? All right. So this was the book that Deanna mentioned as well. Grant Cardone, actually, I think she mentioned the 10X Rule. Great book, 10X Rule. This is his new book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. These are dangerous, these 2 books by Grant Cardone, because he messed with your head. He will mess with your head and make you realize that you are not anywhere near living to your potential. So just keep that in mind. I already talked about this, but this is the truth. Think about how many doors are in this room, right? All these doors. In your life, how many doors do you have? How many exit strategies do you have? How many income streams do you have? How many jobs do you have, right? If you have all these options and doors that you can go through, then why do you have to be serious about building SBC? And for a lot of people, that's why you're not putting in the work. I'm just trying to help. So eliminate those doors. And when you build this business like your life depends on it, it can depend on it. This is something, again, consuming personal growth. Even I do it. To stay focused, to stay in the zone. How many of you seen this video by Eric Thomas? Crazy video, right? I watch it frequently. Just like the one, Jamal, right? That video that Jamal with the football, I've seen that video 100 times. And as soon as he put that on, I was zoned in. I was like, man, it get me fired up. Because it's true, you can do so much more than what you're currently doing. Realize that. We all can. And so this is something I read and realize that you can do more. So this is the website. You can write this down. I'm going to do something, if it's okay, if I have a few minutes, something I don't know if I'm allowed to do, but I maybe take a few questions that anyone might have at all. That anything I could do to help anybody, take a few quick questions. The slides aren't on there yet, but they're going to be. These slides and other people's slides. One other quick secret I'll tell you is getting in state. I learned this from Tony Robbins and Michael Burnoff and several others, and it's getting in state. If you're in a crappy state, there's negativity, there's drama, there's people that are, telling you can't do it. When you're prospecting, if you're in that negative state, do you think it's going to go well? No. You have to find the strength to get in a good state of mind and to get excited and to get passionate. And so do something. It could, like for me, sometimes it's music. I'll put on some music and get pumped up, get excited, get in state. Get in a positive state of mind when you're going to do prospecting calls, when you're going to follow up with people. Even when you're talking to your team, you can't be talking with your team and you're like, yeah, this happened today, and this person said this, and this person quit, and, anything that's negative, like, that's not going to serve you in any way. It's not going to help at all. So focus on getting to the next rank. Don't focus on Crown Diamond right now. Focus on getting to your next rank. If you want to get to Crown Diamond, get to your next rank. Who is committed to getting to their next rank? Awesome. All right. Did this help? Okay, so get in state, get in your zone of positivity, of excitement, of passion. Become like bulletproof. And I have another little secret I'll share with you. This whole thing about acting as if, right? We've heard mixed reviews, like, well, act as if you're already making $1 million. Act as if you're already a Crown Diamond. And then other people say, well, don't do that because that's not good. I don't even remember where I learned this, but this is my perspective on acting as if, and I think it's actually something you should do. And it helps you get in state. It helps you get in the zone because you're not Crown Diamond yet. You're not diamond yet. You're not where you want to be. And if you focus on the not, you're going to bring yourself down, right? You want to act as if, not for your prospect, but for you. That's the difference. I want you to just think for a second. Imagine if you, this month, in January, whatever month it is, if you made $10,000 with SBC. And the next month you made another $10,000. And the next month you made another $10,000. How excited would you be? Seriously, would that be exciting or not? Okay, would you be fired up like, Dad, I just got a $10,000 deposit. Woo, fired up! Right? Or how about when you get promoted to Diamond and you get that promotion to Diamond or Crown Diamond? Are you going to be like doing cartwheels? Are you going to be flipping out with excitement? Like, are you going to be jacked out of your mind? How confident are you going to be when you hit that rank? Where's your confidence? Through the roof, right? Take that feeling and have it now. Because if you can't feel that now, I believe, this is just an opinion, if you don't feel that now, you're not going to get there. This is my opinion. You have to feel the feeling, the confidence, the excitement, the passion of already being there. And then you will get there. You guys like that? All right. So, do we have 5 minutes for questions or no? Steve? Okay, 5 minutes. Anybody have any question that I can help with? Yes. Woo! So, when prospecting, when do you talk about SBC? And like, how long do you wait, right? Okay, so this is just how I do it, okay? This may not be what a lot of people, other leaders would agree with, so I'm just letting you my opinion. I don't wait. I'm like, hey, John, what's up? How you been? Good, what's up? How's your business? Awesome. Listen, John, boom, I got to tell you something. This is good. This is going to blow you away. Do you have 5 minutes? Are you open to watching a 5-minute video? This is going to blow your mind. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Like, immediately. Like, by the second sentence. I know some people will take a month of, like, building rapport. And we'll spend hours prospecting Paula for hours. 5 hours later, then you find out she's not interested. It's like, that was 5 hours. Jeez. Within 5 minutes, I will know. And even if they say no, it's great. Like, Paula, you're awesome. I'm so excited for you with your business. Let's keep in touch. Keep me posted on how things are going. I would love for you to keep me posted. And I wish you massive success. How does she feel about me? Like I didn't try to shove anything down her throat. I'm wishing her well. And she is leaving the conversation thinking, pretty, at least somewhat positive of the conversation. And that's how you build a relationship. And if you do that 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 times, you're going to get a lot of people who are going to say, sure, I'm open. I'll take 5 minutes. And then you're very quickly finding out if they're interested now or not. Does that help? Who's next? Any other questions? Nobody? Yes. Right. How do you open the conversation? And that's really important, and that's something that you should definitely do is start the conversation. So how many of you, I did this the other day, but I'm going to do it again. How many of you, be honest, have already sent a message to all of your Facebook friends? Every single friend, you've sent a message to them. 3 people, okay? What does that mean? It means that the rest of you have friends on Facebook who you're friends with you haven't talked to yet. Send them all a message. So how do you open the conversation? It could be a million different ways, but it could just be as simple as, hey, John, listen, we're friends. We've never chatted before, but I just wanted to connect. Hey, how did we become friends? That's it. It could be, hey, John, last time we talked was 3 years ago. You were in XYZ business. How's it going for you? Are you still with that company? That's it. You don't send a book. You definitely don't send a link, right? You start the conversation with something simple. You open the conversation to get them to respond. That's it. Does that help? Right, so say, how did we become, I'm just curious, hey, John, we're friends, but I don't know how. How did we become friends? Do you know? That's it. And so now you've opened the conversation. It's simple, right? Yes. If you literally send someone a message 5 times over, let's say, a week or 2, and they never respond, unfriend them and find a new friend. I mean, the thing is, they might still see your message and respond sometime in the future, but it's time to move on, right? We only get 5,000 friends on Facebook, so I would unfriend them and find a new friend. If you've never talked to them and they're not responding to any of your messages, make room for a new friend. Yes, right here. Yes. This is where I'm probably really bad. The question is, when you get a friend request, what do you do? So what I would do, and I would recommend that you do, is that you immediately respond. You send them a message. They sent you a friend request for a reason. Send them a private message, open the conversation, ask them, hey, how'd you find me? Hey, how did we get connected? Where did you find me to want to friend request me? Are you in a home-based business? Start the conversation. I have over 1,000 pending friend requests that I need to go through. So mine is a little bit different. I would, if I ever needed some prospects to go through, I would probably start with 1,000 pending friend requests. But that's what I would do, is just message them right away. Yes? Yes, sir. Okay, so the question is getting leads, they're giving the email address but no phone number. I would do 2 things. This is another little secret that really works well. Take the email address, copy it, go into Facebook search, paste their email address into Facebook search. How many of you guys do that? Awesome, half the room, love it. And what that will do is it will give you another way to connect with that lead. And in most cases, if it's a good email, it'll instantly pop up. This email address is tied to this profile. Click on the profile. You can send them a private message, send them a friend request. Hey, John, I see that you were just on my website. Wanted to reach out. If they're not on Facebook, what do? Just keep following up. You keep sending them emails, short and sweet. I mean, my style from my scripts I did yesterday is I don't send links to people until they respond. So I would send an email and say, hey, John, I see you were just on my website. What did you like best? Were you able to go through the information? Did you have any questions? Let's connect ASAP because we've got some huge things happening right now, and I've got this amazing position for you, and the timing is huge, and you could get first movers at like some stuff to create urgency, get them to respond to the email. And so you're getting that line of communication, whatever you can do to get them to hit reply. Hey, hit reply, let me know that you got this. That's a good one. Hey, John, I see you're just on my website. Hit reply to this, let me know that you got this email because I've got some exciting information to share with you. And so what are you doing? You're just opening that conversation. And then you can get them to watch the video, you can get their number, give them a call. Does that help? Awesome. One more? Yes. So once you you hit your 5,000 friend limit, then what do? What's that? Okay. Oh, I got you. So once you've already talked to your current Facebook friends, then what? Then what? You got to start talking to more people. So where to do that? You guys realize that this is our last question. So where do you find prospects? Deanna's messaging 100 people a day. I'm going to ask Deanna one quick question. Deanna, give me one example of where you are going to find prospects on Facebook. She says there are prospects everywhere. Everyone needs more money. Where are you going, though, to find these new people? In Facebook groups, fan pages? Right, so if you go, here's the answer. If you go on Facebook in the search and you type in work from home, network marketing, make money online, any of those 3-word searches, you're going to then go to groups is what I would recommend. And you can actually click on groups, and you will get a list of hundreds of Facebook groups that have literally tens of thousands of people who are all in a home-based business not making any money. There you go. And so you just simply start contacting those people. You see them posting in these spam groups about their business. Here's a quick strategy. You comment on their post, which gets their attention, and then you send them a private message. I wouldn't send them a friend request yet until you have a conversation going. So just hey, John, this looks cool. Let's connect. Just something to pique their interest, get them to recognize you so that when you send them a private message, they'll respond back. So I'm out of time, but guys, does this help? Are you ready to make a decision and get to Crown Diamond? You can do it. You just have to take the action.